What is new for 2024? Guys, Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel. I want to go over something that I think people have been kind of worrying about. I've heard from one of my Discord members. Oh, what's going on with the real estate market? And to be honest, it's kind of obvious. The Fed is cutting rates this year, most likely. And what's going to happen when the Fed cuts rates, right? So, as interest rates have stayed higher for longer in the real estate market, prices from COVID, right? If you got these interest 2%, 3% on your home, why would you want to sell your house and buy one for 5, 6, 7, 8% now, right? Or recently. So you would essentially wait to sell your home when you can buy a new one for less percentage. And essentially that's kind of what's going to be happening this year, in my opinion. If we look at real estate, okay, not too well, as you can see. I mean, this is the daily chart. Each one of these bars here is one day, so we're looking all the way back to about 2020 now. It's been kind of weak, to be honest. Ever since we've had the Fed kind of being all volatile with the interest rates and stuff, we saw a huge boom in the real estate market. Clearly, I mean, prices were just insane, and now we should see some cooling off, I think so. But essentially, guys, I think that the market is still going to be fine. Like, the real estate market is still going to be kind of okay, but with the Fed cutting rates and stuff, I mean, you'd assume that a lot of people are going to be selling their homes now around this time, right? So that's one concern. People are concerned about the real estate market. I think it's, and I'd still be clear. I should have said at the beginning, this is not financial advice. Don't go sell your home, or on my advice. Don't make any financial decisions off my commentary here. In fact, this isn't even advice. This is just commentary. I'm just commentating on things that I find interesting right now. But let's look at the market. If we look at the tech market, really you would think it looks strong, but the Fed stated that they were selling securities back in right before 2022 in this area here, right? They stated that they were selling securities here, and we're now in that same area again that the Fed has been selling securities. And they even stated, guys, they've continuously stated that they are still selling securities. Maybe I've heard wrong and they have stopped, but as far as I know, they are still selling securities. So I don't think it's essentially the right time to buy this market right now. And this is NASDAQ, so more or less a tech market. But if you look at the S&P, the Fed started selling in this area, as you can see, almost about the same thing. And this is also the daily chart, so each one of those bars that I showed you represent one day of price action. But for 2024, I don't necessarily think it's gonna be very bullish, or at least the beginning of the year, guys. I don't think it's necessarily gonna be very bullish. I think it's very possible that we see a very large correction. Essentially, after we saw this action here, it's not looking too promising for a continuation right now. I think it's possible we could come back down into a place where we saw volume come in here to push this higher, and then we could possibly go higher from there. I think that's That's pretty possible. But really, 2024 doesn't seem that great for the markets in general. Just with everything going on. I mean, guys, we got an upcoming election. We even got this freaking Epstein list that's coming out this week. So there could be some CEO names on it that, we probably would be shocked to hear about. And, that. So stuff like that. 2024 is not necessarily going to be the best year for the markets. Guys, especially after this insane rally here. I mean, that was something, right? And we finally have broke the trend. So that's kind of scary in relation to the trend traders, stuff like that. So 2024 in general, not necessarily the best. Now, also, if we look at the dollar index, we're back down to where we possibly could have seen a volume come in. Like if we said this was like a demand zone where demand outweighed supply, we're back in this area here and we are rejecting. And also if we want to draw like a trend, see, it's possible we could break out of this trend maybe soon, because if demand is going to outweigh supply here, yeah, we might break the trend here, right? So that being said, yeah, incoming, possibly a big bomb for 2024. I think I said 2022, but 2024 incoming a big bomb. But ride it out, you know what I'm saying? We will see how it goes, how the market is going to be in general. But yeah, I know a lot of people are worried, scared about real estate market and stuff like that. I think the most fear actually was here in September of 2022. There was the most fear I know around in this area. I mean, guys, so many people were shorting this market here. And I was screaming. I was like, this is not the time to be shorting the market right now. I was like, guys, it's not going to crash when you expect the market to crash. Everybody was expecting the market to crash, but everybody only knows what they see, right? They're not willing to go against the grain or stuff like that. And I said it's possible that we get a double top or we go back to the highs, and then the market crashes. And we are at the highs now, but honestly, to see a move like this that was so strong and sudden, so powerful, and now we are lacking volume for buyers here. In fact, we have more supply than demand here. In fact, more supply than demand up here, actually. It's actually very specific on the S&P 500 up here. More supply than demand up here, pushing prices down again. In fact, we've even got some nice gap down. So overnight action has been pretty intense on this, right? I can kind of assume that whoever is selling here probably bought here. And why would they be selling if they were afraid that they were going to lose more than 50% of their profits, right? So, or a good chunk. It's possible we could just retrace down into this area. I see that also as a possibility. But a lot of times you're not going to take the money if you're afraid of, if you're not afraid of it retracing and you losing a lot of your money, So I can see definitely buyers in this area here selling here and getting out because we're going to retrace back down this area. And full disclaimer, I am short this market. So, but that's just my trading plan. I'm following my trading plan, what I see, and that's not financial advice. That's just full disclaimer of my position. So, 2024 does not seem like a good year to me. At least in the beginning, maybe later in the year we could continue, but at least in the beginning for now, does not seem like a good year. But it could be if you're looking for, if you're looking for dips as an investor, it could be. You could possibly buy into those dips. All right. That's going to be it for my little analysis and volume and stuff today, and just kind of welcome to the new year kind of video. And I hope everybody has a great one, guys. Also, if you want to join the Discord, there's a subscription link in the description now. We have different tiers, guys, okay? $1 a month, you're going to be able to just view the content, whatever you like. It's basically free, but the dollar keeps out spammers and stuff like that. $25 a month, you can comment, create content, basically be a member of the family. $200, you get a lifetime access to the Discord, and you have a chance to become part of the board. All right. Yeah, so consider that. Consider joining. Guys, welcome to the new year. Let's have a good one. All right. Pray it's a great one for you. Peace out.